Why? Hey, there I am. Hey, everybody, it's me, it's Andy Decayed, and here. Ready to poo with the Moon Poop podcast. That's what we're going to be doing today. Hope you're all excited. I am. I'm always excited. I'll tell you that much. We don't have a huge amount of news this week, but that's okay. We don't need a huge amount of news to have fun. We're in pre-show, obviously, at the moment, as I set my nipples up so they're nice and aroused and pointy and in the right positions, as you know, nipples can float away as they tend to do. Where's my website button? Where is it? Is that the one? That's the one. That's the one. All right, we got it. Yeah, not a huge amount of stories this week. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine stories that desire power above all else. Props if you recognize the reference. If you don't, go watch Lord of the Rings. What's wrong with you? Get yourself sorted out. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that. And yeah, I'm tired. So I'll be honest, I don't particularly mind a shorter stream because I'm being shattered at the moment. Lots of people are phoning up work-related wise at 9 o'clock in the morning, which means my sleep is getting cut. Like I'm losing like 2 hours of sleep every morning at the moment, which is a little bit rough. Makes me tired. Looks like someone's been punching me in the face a couple of times at the moment, but hey ho. And next week's not going to be much better because my bathroom's getting done. So here's the thing. I don't know how much streaming I'm going to be doing next week. I'll probably still do Moonbase 2. It probably won't affect you guys. It's just I'll need to mention when I'm doing a video game stream as well. I don't know how much streaming I'll be able to crack out. It really depends on what time the guys are coming around to work on my bathroom, how long they stay, how much work I'm doing that day, how much sleep I'm getting, etc., etc. I might just call that week off, but I'll probably still do Moonbase 2. We'll figure it out. It should be okay. Should be fine. Anyway, let's start playing with our wieners, and let's start pooping. This is the way of things. Okay. Everything's set up. Everything's running. All right, let's play some music, baby. Let's go.
Welcome to Moonbase 2.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Moonbase 2 podcast. My name is Andy, Decayed Andy, here alone on the moon once again. I can make my little, I don't know, is it dust on the moon? Moon dust? Has anyone snorted moon dust, do you think? Anyone? No, they probably shouldn't, right? Because it would just be like rocks and gravel. And imagine if you snort that stuff, it's going to just like make the inside of your nose just bleed. I would imagine. I think I remember hearing, I don't know whether they were just like urban legends of that's what would happen if you snorted sugar or salt. But I'm pretty sure I remember hearing that in like high school and thinking it sounded pretty dumb to snort sugar and salt. But people were children and they were like, haha, this isn't cocaine, but it's white, so it'll do. I don't know if anybody in my school did it. I just remember hearing about it from school and thinking, that's weird. I think some people might have, knowing what my high school was like back in day, I wouldn't be shocked if that was the case. Some people just want to see their nose bleed. That's the way of things, I'm afraid. Anyway, we are here to talk about the Transformers news for the week. You might exclaim, but Andy, there was very little, and I would respond with, that's true. There is, but I didn't have enough time this week to plan out talking about a toy line, so you're going to have to make do with this. Hopefully it will be satisfactory. So we're going to start off with the DNA Designs DK56 Legacy Animated Motormaster Power Master upgrade kit. This time around, they're showing off the kit bonus head. So remember last time when we were talking with Mr. Big D, and we mentioned that the previous Optimus Prime kit had a new, it had an extra head. This is doing the same thing. So let me read the little announcement that they had going on. So the DNA team has prepared a special surprise for fans who pre-order the DK56. We hope every supporter feels the thoughtfulness and excitement we've put into this. Here's some good news and bad news to share with everyone. Good news! Thanks to all of your support, our original product, the DK56 Motormaster, we've added an all-new head design. Even with such a significant modification, the pre-order price remains unchanged. We hope this added feature brings even more joy and value to you. All right, bad news. Due to substantial mold modifications for the new helmet design, production time may be delayed. Additionally, the helmet storage design might have some imperfections. Please note that this color variant is a one-time release and will not be restocked in the future. We ask that you understand for the patience and all that jazz. The helmet design for is that the same? The helmet design of the DK56 was inspired by the creative concept of Minibot, adding a unique and fun touch to the product. We are deeply inspired and will be gifting one DK set for free to express our heartfelt gratitude to this talented designer. Oh, well, there you go. That's nice. The designer gets a little mitten. Little thing. Hopefully they have the toy. So the new head design it's okay. I remember seeing this design, I'm guessing from Minibot a while ago online. I'm guessing it seems to suggest it's a helmet, so it goes over the top of the current head, I'm guessing. It doesn't show in these images how it's stored in, trailer mode or anything like that. But it's a nice little extra if you're like, oh, hey, I don't want him just to have the Motormaster head. I want him to be a little bit more unique. He can be Menasor now. This does the job. Maybe the face is a little flat. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's probably okay, though, to be fine. A nice bonus, but remember, if you want the head, you're going to... lads. If you want the head, you're going to have to pre-order, because it's only going to be with that first run. If you don't get it, well, then you don't get it. Tough tits. But yeah, all right, nice little bonus. That's always good. DNA continue with the DK61. This is an upgrade set for their Legacy Voyager Vector Prime. It was based off of what's his name? Jahaxis, their Jahaxis toy. So okay, he's the Gooble Poobles for this introduction thing. Okay, introducing the DK Designs DK61 Prime Vector Upgrade Kit, not Vector Prime. Vector Prime. Maybe that's a misspelling. Maybe that's misorder of words, and maybe that's deliberately done for legal reasons. The estimated release date is going to be February 2025. Oh my God, that's next year. Pre-order deadline is going to be the 3rd of this year, so you've not got long, chat. You've got one weekend, like 2 days. 1 week and 2 days from the recording of this show, which is Sunday, the 24th. Prime Vector, the guardian of the galactic route, has decided to upgrade his DNA. Has decided to upgrade his DNA. Oh, okay. I'm not sure they have DNA, but okay, that was a bit bizarre to read because it's a robot. Upgrade his DNA after facing formidable enemies. With reinforced wings in jet mode, he can soar across the battlefield faster than ever. His enhanced longsword empowers him to take on even the toughest adversaries, while upgraded shoulders and arms bolster his combat defense. Excuse me. Of course, no transformation is complete without new shoes. True. They're essential for any mission. This upgrade transforms Prime Vector into the ultimate warrior, equipped with full transformation capabilities to face on any threat head-on. Inspired by the 40th anniversary movie special. Fair enough. This upgrade is a must-have for every fan. Unless you don't have the kit, then you won't get it, because that would be weird. P.S. We've heard your feedback loud and clear regarding the wing painting issue. We are actively working with factories to address it. Since the border painting is prone to color bleed, an additional 8 production steps are required. Rest assured, We are doing our best to ensure the final product meets your expectations. Thank you for your patience. At DNA Designs, we develop a unique weapon storage system to perfectly complement this upgrade kit, aiming to win the hearts of every collector. Stay tuned for more nonsense, gobbly poobles. Okay, so let's look at the kit. New shoulder pads, new forearm parts, the shoes that they mentioned, the sword, the extra wing bits. The wing bits aren't translucent, which I guess is good and bad, or at least they don't look translucent. So that's Vector. Yeah, Victor Prime, at least the Legacy version, didn't do much for me. I looked at it and kind of went, and I mean the back shot of the jet mode is a little on the ugly side, but at least it looks more like what Vector Prime should look like. Versus, how the Hasbro version turned out in my mind. The profile of the robot mode looks a lot more intimidating. Does the original one not have a sword? The new one at least can store the sword on his back, so he definitely has a sword. The wings are higher up as well, so they're not just hanging around his ass looking, depressing. The boots definitely add height to him. Oh, they've added extra bits to the side of the shins as well, and the forearms, just to bulk it out a bit. And again, the shoulder pads are a bit more bigger and intimidating. This is you at level 1. This is you at level 20. That's the kind of image this looks like. Shows a few more images. Posability obviously is not changed at all. This only really seems to be aesthetic wise changing the figure rather than anything else. The sword looks nice. I like that. Unlike the American release of the original figure, it doesn't bend, so that's a plus. Yeah, it looks okay. I'm not sure this would be a thing that would make me go, I need to get Vector Prime, so I can now get this kit as well, I think, yeah, I'd say if you have Vector Prime, I think this looks good enough or interesting enough to, I don't know, at least in my eyes, kind of justify it. Is his nose cone different? It's hard to tell. It looks like his nose cone is different, but I can't tell how. Oh, there's a little filler piece in here. Is that it? Little gold filler piece? Let's see the parts list. Oh, yeah, okay. So there's a little tiny gold filler piece to fill in the little hole on the front of his jet mode thing. That's interesting enough. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, there it is. Right on the nose. Right on the tip, baby. Welcome, Puddle of Cheese. Yo, my home slice bread slice. My home slice bread slice. Do you remember me? Of course, Puddle of Cheese. I remember the cheese puns. Why wouldn't I? But yeah, this is a pretty solid. Oh no, maybe the wings are translucent. I can't tell. No, they must be. They must be translucent. I was lying to you. I was a big old smelly fart boy liar. I apologize. It does look like the wings are translucent. I'm guessing. I could still be wrong. But yeah, again, I think this is a decent up. No, they are. Yeah, there's a silhouette shot with the light coming behind, and it looks like the wings are indeed translucent. So I do have a minor concern. There is a pin that goes all the way through the wings, and they are translucent. It shouldn't be too much of an issue, but obviously translucent plastic, everybody knows it's so who knows? It should be fine, at least when you buy it initially. Which transform is it? This is Vector Prime. This specifically is the legacy version of him, not the original version. He's from a show called Galaxy Force or Cybertron, depending on the Japanese, if you go for the Japanese version or the English version. But yeah, the upgrade kit seems to do a decent amount. We might check Shozi out. Shozi, yeah. Hang on, let's do that. Let's see if it's on Shozi at the moment, then we can get an idea. It might not have the prices on, but, well, no harm in looking, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, alright. DNA. I have a feeling it won't. If it's on, it's just for pre-order. Yeah, pre-order. Yeah, it's the same for. Yeah, it's just pre-order. Like you want to make a small deposit at the moment. Same for the Dino King upgrade kit, which I have put in a pre-order for. I'll have you know, I have got pre-order in for the Dino King upgrade kit because I did pre-order the Japanese Dino King from Ami. So that'll be coming to me sometime March or July next year. But if it saves me like 20 quid compared to the Hasbro version, fuck yeah. And then this kit will be out, I guess, reasonably similar times, I suppose. But yeah, this decent kit. I imagine this will be the usual DNA price. What's the usual price? 40, 20, 50. It's probably more than the Tiger Hawk set. And maybe it's gonna be about maybe about 30. How about that? It looks like it's around the Tiger Hawk size, but it's not as complex as say the what was his name? God, what was this guy called? Scourge. That's it. It doesn't look as in-depth as the Scourge upgrade kit. So maybe about £30. I don't know what that is. Your money. You can do your conversions. But if you're interested, there you go. Puddle of Cheese says, nice. I've heard he's the least like Prime. He's the least like Prime, but I think he's cool. Oh, yeah, he's not Optimus Prime at all. He's just an old one. I think he's meant to be one of the original 13, something fancy like that, but it's not that important. It's just got a neat design, just cool looking. So this is what the image I used for the show is based on. This next story: Hasbro stops financing movie projects. Oh, that means we won't get another Battleship movie. Oh no, that's not the button. I didn't mean to press the come button. We definitely don't want another Battleship movie or a Monopoly movie. Do you remember when they were talking about that? We're going to be doing a Monopoly movie. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, don't do that. Oof. All right, so speaking to Bloomberg, which I think I've heard. I think that's some sort of publication in America World. Hasbro CEO Chris Cox states the toy giant will stop co-financing movie projects. Mr. Cox, I'm sorry. He must have had a bad time at school. He must have had a real bad time at high school. Is leading the company through a challenging transition, focusing on video games and digital entertainment to offset declining toy sales. But I thought toys were primarily for kids. They're not. They're primarily for adults these days. Kids will buy them, but the market is definitely now in the adult collector toy market. It definitely is. I'm sorry. I think you're deluding yourself if you don't think that's the case. Declining toy sales and underperforming movie ventures. I wonder why that is. A gamer at heart, Chris. Then why are you in a toy company? I guess he just might like video games as well. Chris Cox joined Hasbro in 2016, overseeing the rapid growth of the Wizard of the Coast division. I hear that's had problems as well, which produces Magic the Gathering and Dungeons. I know Dungeons and Dragons have had a bit more rocky time. I'm pretty sure, at least. The company highlights that Transformers 1 underperformed financially. Under his leadership, Hasbro is investing heavily in gaming. Including licensing hits like Monopoly Go, Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, fuck off. the success of Baldur's Gate, I guess he and his lead. Yeah, he didn't know like Baldur's Gate 3 would be the titan it became. He had no idea, I guarantee you. Unless he played what's it called? Original Sin. Fuck, what's it called? It's not. I was going to call it Diversity Original Sin. It's not called Diversity Original Sin. Divinity Original Sin. Unless he played a Divinity Original Sin, then he would have an. I don't think he'd have an idea. As well as developing the new project like a G.I. Joe action adventure game. If that's the side scroll and beating him up, I wouldn't hold your breath. Because that looks very basic bitch kind of game. And digital Magic the Gathering Commander format. I don't know what that means. Despite the competitive video game market and recent project cancellations, Hasbro aims to release 1 or 2 new video games annually by 2026. I guess that would make sense why they're trying to get out the The previous video games for Transformers, like Fall, War, and Devastation, right? That would make sense. Mr. Cox, I'm gonna have to laugh again. I'm sorry, chat. Mr. Cox is also expanding the Magic the Gathering with crossovers, sets to feature Lord of the Rings and Marvel characters. Oh God, drawing new players. Well, maybe while sparking fan debate. Fan debate? What fan debate? Whatever. Hasbro focus on digital collectability and broader gameplay reflects its efforts to adapt to the shifting consumer preferences, fucking kids. As the new CEO puts it, Hasbro future lies in leveraging its iconic brands through innovative play. So yeah, we all knew that Transformers 1 didn't do desperately well. It was, again, I'm sticking by my guns. It's a very okay movie. Very, like, 5, 6 out of 10. Nothing amazing. And despite what people were hoping, it did not bring people to the cinema. Unfortunately, it's not that good of a movie to change the box office market at the moment. Like, just think about all of the movies at the moment that are fucking failing. There are a lot of really bad movies. And people are kind of tired of the bad movies and the inflated prices for movies in general. And unless you've got a banger, unless you've got a certified banger, and Transformers 1 was not going to be a certified banger. It was going to be way more niche. It just wasn't going to happen. Sad times for Transformer fans who like Transformers 1, though, of course. But hey-ho. Simon Tang says, hi, Andy. Is there another story where Hasbro is getting sued by the investors from inventory write-down issues? I haven't seen one of those, Simon. What's that about? That sounds kind of fucked up. Hasbro is getting sued by the investors for inventory write-down issues. What's a write-down issue? I'm not quite sure what that means. No, I hadn't heard of that. That's kind of funny, though. Yep. Movie projects wrapping up. We're not going to get a Monopoly movie. We're not going to get another Clue movie. I think the original Clue movie's fine. I don't think we need another. When was the original Clue movie? Is that 80s? I think it was 80s. I think it might even be 70s. Either way, we definitely don't need another Battleship movie. Man, we don't need another G.I. Joe movie. We've had 3 really bad G.I. Joe movies. I mean, I'm including the Snake Eyes movie because that was a G.I. Joe movie. But man, that was some dog shit. Man, leveraging its brands. I suggest hiring better writers would be my advice. Simon Tang says, they ordered too much inventory and it cost them $50 million to liquidate the inventory. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Hang on. I've got the perfect sound. I wish I had this as a sound clip now. I need to get it because it's perfect for this. Hang on. I hadn't heard of that. Child meme. There it is. All right. Do I have a YouTube? I do. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
That's the clip.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
How much? $50 million?
Jesus Christ.
50 million? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. Okay, let's grab the link. Oh, this is a big boy article. Get out of here. From Market Insiders. Hasbro is being sued for violating securities law, and investors with losses are encouraged to reach out to the Schult law firm. We're not going to read all of this. I'm not going to read all of this. Thankfully, thank you, Simon, for summing it up, because this is a bit highbrow for my falutin poopy Transformers podcast. That's interesting. That's interesting. Not good news for Hasbro. I wonder what they overstocked on. Mr. Potato Heads? Did they make too many Optimash Primes like the one on my desk and they never sold? Or was it too much Star Wars toys that no one wants to buy because they keep making absolute dog shit shows that no one cares about? Mostly. At least people who say they care about the shows aren't going to buy product for them. Everything. Marvel Eternals. Oh, yeah, definitely Marvel Eternals. That shit didn't sell because that movie was anus. G.I. Joe, Star Wars. Damn. I'm a little more surprised about G.I. Joe because generally G.I. Joe doesn't have a massive line, right? As far as I know, it's got the classified series and the retro line, and that's pretty much about it. And hey, with the overproduced G.I. Joes, how about they send them over to the UK? They ordered too much during COVID. Oh, it was COVID. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. I think a lot of people overordered during COVID. I'm guessing that Hasbro assumed more people would be buying toys. Was that the mentality? Maybe. And they didn't. And they bought other stuff. I don't know. Next story. We got Audley. Transformers Alpha Action Elite Wave 1. This is another thing coming from China from their Weibo account. This is a new line of small posable G1 action figures packaged in blind boxes. Oh! Eat your heart out, blockies. Characters are in scale with each other. Optimus Prime stands about 13 centimeters tall. Jazz is 11 centimeters. And Cliff and that was a weird 11 centimeters. And Cliff and Kickback with 5.5 centimeter tall. What? Okay, let me read that. Let me read that again. I think someone messed up while typing this out. Characters are on scale with each other, comma, with Optimus Prime standing about 13 centimeters tall, comma, Jazz 11 centimeters, and Cliff and Kickback with 5.5 centimeter tall. Anyway, we got some images of them. I guess the smaller ones are 5 centimeters tall, and the rest are 11 centimeters tall. So Kickback and Cliff Jump, I guess, are the 5 centimeters tall. Starscream, Jazz, Soundwave, and RC, I guess, are the other sizes. So these are styled, obviously, G1-y. How posable do they appear? They're not shown to have crazy posability. Like, it looks like a above 90-degree knee bend, at least on Starscream. It looks like they share the similar joint designs, again, like blockies. No double elbow joints, but it looks like it's a fairly... Maybe you can get more than 90. Soundwave's got a 90 elbow degree bend. I'm not sure if you can get more out of it. You've got ball-jointed shoulders. You've got an ab crunch. It looks like you got universal hips. You got some ankle rockers and whatnot. They look reasonably posable. Are they about as posable as a blocky? They look a little bit more complex than a blocky. And if you don't like the chibi designs of the blockies, and you want just posable action figures, I suppose, these might be more up your alley. RC's got a slightly strange head design, but then again, RC's head changed a lot during the show, I suppose. Well, like most of them. I shouldn't really just point out her. Starscream seems to come with a Megatron. The Megatron doesn't have the, what would you call it, a stock? You know, the press against your shoulder. But he does come with a Megatron. Jazz has his shoulder cannon and his gun. Soundwave has a laser beak who might be posable. A little hard to tell, but I hope his wings can flap. That would be neat. Obviously, his battery shoulder cannon, his battery gun. Cliffjump has his bazooka, which he used once and missed. Kickback has his gun, whatever that is. RC has a pistol, because, sorry, RC, you only get a pistol, you get nothing else. And Prime has his iron blaster. And they'll each come with, I guess, removable hands and whatnot. All blind bags. Like I say, if you're in the market for blind bag figures, these might be all right. These, if you don't want the weird chibi inflated look the blockies go for, and you want your more standard looks, this'll do you. They also showed off the chase figures. So This new line, small plausible, I've read all that. Optimus. Okay, so the chase figures are on Optimus Prime, but it's toy inspired. The in quotations sticker deco are actually are actual stickers for you to apply. So you've got to sticker them up. And then there's Sunstorm in clear plastic. I wonder why it's clear plastic. Oh, it says inspired by the Dreamwave Crazy Solar Powered clone. I don't know if that's their description or the other way around. So the Prime has a more toy head as well. So the head is different. It's a lot more angular with yellow eyes. Not as vibrante, obviously. And the Sunstorm. They're his hands. I wondered if those were missiles coming out of his hands. Yeah, it's just translucent. Just translucent. I guess to give the energy effect of him being like a... What was he? He was an energon siphoner, wasn't he? You could pull out people's energon or something and power up that way. It's been a long time since I've read Dreamwave, especially the stuff with Sunstorm in. But there you go. That's neat, I suppose. Wouldn't have thought those would be the chase figures, but again, fair enough. Next up, we have the rumors, even though we have like a official image, effectively, of the next Lego set, Transformers related wise, for the adult collector, the finely tuned adult collector, Soundwave. Of course, it's Soundwave. You've done Optimus Prime, you've done Bimblebee. Why wouldn't you do Soundwave next? It's safer than Megatron because you don't need to make him into a gun. Or find a way around it. So several leaked possible sets for 2025. And I'm guessing the Soundwave is the one. Oh, there must have been other ones that have been shown as well. It says take this with a grain of salt. I think Brick Tap and these Lego people are reasonably accurate. And again, Soundwave just kind of makes sense for them to do, you know? He's probably he's the most notable character, but he's not the one that Hasbro pushes all the time. Well, as much as Prime and Bumblebee, he's number 3, I'd say. So it says it'll be sometime in 2025. I reckon by this time next year, which is granted the end of the year, he'll probably be out. But there you go. Soundwave's coming. If you already have the other ones, why not get one more? What's one more? 3-0 show off their Revenge of the Fallen Nemesis Prime design. It is Optimus Prime, but what if he was black, grey, and teal? As they are known for doing. They're doing highly posed. This is one of their 11.2 inches tall with 57. Man, I wish I could read. 57 points of articulation. So very posable. Do you like Optimus Prime black rather than red? This is the version. 3-0 generally do pretty high quality but very expensive figures. He also comes... I assume he's compatible rather than he comes with the parts for Jetfire, but obviously just makes sense. He comes with unmasked face and masked face. He's got blades and swords and guns and all the stuff that the original one came with as well. So that's neat. Last week we talked about the Age of Prime reveal prototype. We got another one. This time, again, it's Primer. But it's, I guess, the colored version of Primer in the correct plastics. So Primer will not be in weird yellowy orange toffee flavored plastics. They're going to be in kind of flat gray and dark gray with like blue highlights. Still no shot of the head for some reason. I don't know why they want to keep that part a secret, but whatever. Haven't shown the accessories either. But this time around, we actually see that the chest opens up for a matrix compartment. One can presume as something where Prime's matrix would go, so it's going to be an equivalent of some sort. And it shows that a matrix can go in there. I'm not sure if this is suggesting that the matrix that they're using in the image is the one it comes with. I assume it's just shows it's compatible. And then we see the alt mode, which is I don't know, a moon buggy, I guess. I don't think the vehicle's very good. Remember, this is a Voyager or more. It's the size of the Earthrise Optimus Prime. This is while it doesn't have a head on. So it has to be a Voyager, and I've got to say, like, again, I don't think the vehicle mode is very impressive. It might be fun to transform. It's hard to know until you get a transformer in hand to know if it's quote unquote fun to transform or not. But I do feel that we've kind of dripped back into Hasbro don't know how to do translucent plastic, as the canopy of the car is attached to the body, the main part of the body, with a translucent hinge with a big metal pin going through it. I'm not saying it will snap over time, but I remember, and I don't know if you remember, chat, Titans Return Weird Wolf had a similar thing where it had translucent plastic with a pin going through it for a hinge, and that translucent plastic just shattered over time. I don't think anyone survived. I think the only ones that have survived are the KO versions, because I don't think they use translucent plastic like that. But yeah, this doesn't make me go, ooh yeah, this looks like a really cool figure. I'm gonna have to get it. There are a few other shots, but I don't quite like. There's a shot of like the torso, like the ab area of the torso. I don't know why there's a zoom in there, but there's a zoom in there. Yeah, this doesn't inspire me to like get this character. I don't know, because they don't have a cool looking silhouette unless the head's amazing, and they certainly don't have a very cool, interesting looking vehicle mode unless there's some crazy paint that's going to go on this stuff to really make it pop and make it vibrant. But since they have bits of blue paint on it anyway, I assume this is the fully painted version as well. Knowing Hasbro. So yeah, this doesn't make me go, wow. This makes me go, Speaking of Age of the Primes, we have another orange boy. They've shown one image of their Red Alert figure. Again, they're using translucent plastic again for the front window screen, and the side windows, which is like, you don't have to do that. Translucent plastic for the siren on top, and then the big black bar that runs down the center of the vehicle mode. We don't see the robot mode, but he is in toffee colors at the moment with the serial number emblazoned on his orange body. This looks like a vehicle, though, unlike Primer. This looks like a thing, a real thing. I hope that the robot mode is better than the original, because boy howdy, that original Armada Red Alert is, ooh boy, it's a rough boy, bow. Let me tell you, baby, it's a pretty rough boy to look at, unfortunately. But yeah, Red Alert is coming. I wouldn't be shocked if this gets repainted at least 3 times. You can do the Power Links version if you choose to. There's probably a shattered glass version. No, depending how much people care about that. There's probably one. I don't know if there's another one. You might be able to squeeze out Cannonball and a few others maybe, but I don't know. But yeah, that's it. That's all the news. I told you there wasn't a huge amount this week. And unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles, unless there's something else that's come out that's really fly. I guess we can have a look at this Culture Fly Nux Optimus Prime. I have no idea what this is. This a nice... Oh my god. This a nice G1 Optimus Prime bookshelf organizer. Ideal to add to a G1 touch. Ideal to add a G1 touch to your bookcase or movie collection. It was found at a Walmart store or the entertainment section in California. So this is a book thing, which is like it looks fine. It looks a little cheapy. Oh, the actual company that made it is called Nux. I'm guessing because you put these into the nooks and the crannies, and maybe they didn't want to say crannies. Yeah, this looks the Optimus Prime looks a little bit like something you'd have in the bath with you. You know, not something very accurate, but something close enough where a kid would be reasonably happy with it. I like how on the back of the box there's an instruction manual on how to... Well, not an instruction manual. There's 2 images to explain how this item works. If you couldn't figure it out yourself... these 2 images will let you know, you fucking morons, how to use this item. Yeah, that I'd say is all of the news for this week, unfortunately. The question is, what have I been up to? What have I done for fun this week? Not a lot. I've been kept awake longer than I'd like to. I've had a stressful week with other parts of work, which is never desperately fun. Been playing Dredge. I guess I've nearly finished Dredge. Feels like I'm getting close to the end of Dredge. I have no idea how close to the end of Dave the Diver I am. I have a feeling I'm nowhere close. Dave the Diver just keeps on expanding. There's just more and more and more to do with Dave the Diver. It's nuts. I hear the Steam sales are coming up soon. I didn't really buy anything for what do you call it? Black Friday. I didn't see anything that was super good for Black Friday, at least for young Andy. That's me. Hello. They had the Venom omnibus by what's his name? Donny Cates? That's his name? Let me check. It was already on sale before the Black Friday deal. Donny Cates. And it's not much of a sale. It's kind of the price of most, hardbacks are going for, which is about £70. I was wanting something a little bit more significant. The only other things I saw that I was like, ooh, I could get Avatar: The Last Airbender on Blu-ray and upgrade from a DVD quality. I'll be saving 22%, so it's gone down from £27 to £21. It's not a huge saving, but it's like, maybe. Batman Beyond I could upgrade to as well. That's down from 39 to 30, so it's like, And again, that's pretty much it. Oh no, this Stargate Atlantis from £66 to 46. I'm like, oh, that's a bit more tempting because it's Blu-ray, and I don't think I've ever seen all of Atlantis all the way through. That's it's 5 seasons. I've seen maybe one season, because I think the first season ended with the weird squid alien people being like, "Man, see, I'm gonna get you, see." So maybe I'll get that actually. 5 seasons worth, it's not bad. How many hours is that? 67 hours. 67. What's that like? Hang on. All right. Let's just round it up. Round it to 46. Okay, so 67 divided by, what did I say? 46. Like £1.40 per episode, and the episodes are an hour each. That's okay. That's all right. That's not bad. Maybe I'll get that. Yeah, apart from that, I haven't really done anything too interesting. Like I say, I've just been busy with work. This has been a very short show. I apologize, chat, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Hopefully next week, I'll try and keep my eye on the news. If I'm not absolutely smashed, we'll probably be doing a talk on toys. Did we do Energon? Yes, we did. We've done Energon. It would be Cybertron next. I'll see if I can rustle up someone for a Cybertron conversation. Or Galaxy Force, either or, right? Anyway, sorry for the short one. Thanks for coming on by, everybody. Have a very good day, good evening, and or a good night. I'm, of course, dead on the inside. Dead on the outside, and until next time, I'll see you suckers next time. Yeah.